based on your experience to date, what do you see the areas that government should be placing more emphasis on? Where are the priorities vis-a-vis the governments, you know, their policy objectives and so on? And from the investors, do they have conflicting priorities? Are the priorities aligned? How do you see them? No.
Nope. It's on. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Omari. And if I were to go by the very first request to go to the point to answer your question, I have to say it depends. That would be my very honest answer. As Omari rightly explained, I wear two hats between the World Bank and IFC, and I think that speaks for the vision of the World Bank Group on the issue of investment climate. Investment climate improvement is not an end in itself. Investment climate is to catalyze investment. And so it can come in the form of catalytic large investment, or it can come in the amalgamation of small investments, which is the result of the confidence in the country to invest more as a result of investment, as a result of improved investment climate. So if you were looking for certain investments, and I mean, we have a lot of investors here, a different investment project, different sectors, they are looking for slightly different issues to be more important. So sometimes one deal breaker for one sector may not be such an important issue for another. So if I have to generalize, first, it depends. And for the government colleagues here, what I would say is, okay, what is your vision? Is it possible for you to clarify your vision of the needed investment for your country? And can you communicate that? And in this room today, this is a great opportunity of having the government representative who may have the visions to share, and then the investors and sponsors of a project who can bring different ideas to the table. So my wish as a part of the sponsor of this event will be to maximize the opportunity to exchange ideas, and then hopefully we will identify a few areas where we see the confluence of interest on both the government side and on the interest of investors. Now, having said enough of a generalization, let me say a little bit of what I've been hearing from IFC investors, and also from the investors who may not be yet IFC clients, but have brought certain issues to our attention, either when I'm advising government as an advisor for investment climate reforms, or while I'm sitting with the IFC management in headquarters. And again, I am going to focus this around the area of manufacturing, agribusiness, and services sector, where we seem to have a little bit more information than other sectors. Here, echoing Minister's speech, the issue we are picking up is really related around the governance. Before going into any specific issues, the theme that I'm picking up is A, transparency, and B, the predictability of enforcing legal and regulatory framework that the country has already put in place. And that can be manifested in different areas. Most often, the areas what we hear are coming from issues to do with fiscal areas. And that may be possible because the government the investors know that we do deal with fiscal issues. But it also happened to be an area where it goes straight to the bottom line of financial analysis. So specifically type of issues we hear is, well, when we are trying to negotiate for certain and bringing equipment, and it's not quite clear how much duty exemption we are going to get, that there is no clarity on the laws, the negotiation starts, government say, well, it depends. Well, it depends on what? So the transparency definitely goes quite a way. The same story happens to the customs clearance. Again, it is not quite clear how long it is going to clear the customs so that you have your capital goes to start your operations. So both in terms of transparency, so that for investors it is clear upfront going into the game, and so that they can predict. And then the predictability, consistency of the enforcement of the rule of the game, to me the two themes that we are picking up.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.